West where that real spit originated. Brothers truly trying to save a soul, provoke thought so we can really designate a goal. We on that grown man scribble, the ball in our court with command on the dribble. This is something that'll help us show, cause it's something that'll help us grow. We see exactly what the people need. Now welcome to the show, Spitting Policies. Welcome to the show, Spitting Policies. Welcome to the show, Spitting Policies. Learn to listen when it's grown man talking, cause real spit you don't find that often. Learn to listen when it's grown man talking, cause real spit you don't find that often. Spitting Policies.
Trevor. You on? Okay. Spitting Policies.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spitting Policies Day. Today we have a very interesting show. We're going to start off with, and I'm trying to break down the acronym for it, but
STFU.
STFU.
Baby STFU, respectfully.
Baby FTSU, respectfully.
STFU.
For some of you that do know, for some of you that do know what it does mean, what it does stand for.
Shut the
up. And but respectfully though, baby. So here's the thing. We're going to elaborate on that, but while we're waiting for some viewers, we're waiting for some people to chime in, listen to it. Welcome to the show. But we're going to go around the room first with some of my fellow hosts and find out how their week was.
Fellow
who? Fellow hosts.
Sound like you said hoes.
Yeah, you did.
Or I'm going to go to the room with some of my past life previous hosts. Now these hoes, let me tell you about these hoes. You ought to dig me. But we're going to find out how their week went before we get into the main topic. But thank you for welcoming us into your whether it be your phone, your computer, or whatever else, or your home or car. Thank you for listening. We appreciate it. We're going to start off with Kevin. Kevin, how have you been within the last Spin Policies Day?
It has definitely been a roller coaster, man. But God is good still.
That's how your week been?
Yeah, it's just getting back night before last and in the city. Yeah, he's still good.
Okay, well, thank you for that, and we pray that the rest of your week continues to still be good.
Appreciate it.
Let's go to my immediate right, Brother Canoe. Brother Canoe.
What the hell up, y'all? What the hell up? You know what it is.
We want to know what the hell up was up with your week since we last spoke. Hey. That's what we want to know. How's it been?
Yeah, it's been good, man. God comes through when you need him.
Okay.
And I just want to testify to that. You know, when you need them, right on time. Maybe not when I want it, because I want it right now, but it happens, and I'm grateful for that, and I'm glad to be here with you, brothers.
Okay.
Just communing with my brothers. I enjoy that time. We brothers need to do that. So everybody that's listening out there, especially you women, y'all need to be quiet, silent, sit down, and watch the show. There we go. That's how my week is going.
And I'm glad you said that and you dropped the mic with that, because I was about to say, with all due respect, brother.
Yeah, with all due respect. Shut the fuck up.
All right, Irvis, this last Spin Policies Day, how has your week been? And please, just keep it short and sweet. Other than that, we're going to tell you to shut
the fuck up. Who said keep it short and sweet?
That's why I said I wasn't going to quarterback this.
Wow. Wonderful, man. Very busy, trying to tighten a lot of loose ends up before I head on this next journey. Glad to be here with you guys, man, and look forward to this day. Let's have a great show, man. Let's have a great show.
As always.
Yeah.
How are you, Trevor?
Yeah. Thank you. I think you were going to ask. It's been cool. It's been good. It's been met with challenges, but I met the challenges at the door and handled it.
Did you let them in, or did you Shoo 'em
No,
away.
I met him at the door and handled it. So
Okay.
whether it be sweet or sour, it's been cool.
How did you handle it? You just swept it out the door, or you?
It was already outside. I
Oh, okay.
tackled it where
Okay.
it was. I met it where it was. I grabbed the bull by the horns. However you
All
want
righty.
to,
Yeah.
play with it.
Sure, it was
Yeah.
a horn.
Hmm.
But anyway, go ahead.
He said it was a bull. You said it sure was a horse. He done grabbed something else.
What we talked about, well, the title of the show, respectfully, baby.
No, baby, respectfully.
Yeah.
STFU.
Baby, STFU respectfully.
That baby is so important on the front of that.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you gotta have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta have that baby.
Okay, I thought of
Yeah.
that there.
So in what situation would a man say, baby, respectfully, STFU?
Well, you can have a mate that is rambunctious. That, say for instance, I'll just give you a scenario. We in the car, I'm in the passenger seat, you're in the driver's seat. The person in front of us is on their phone. The light changes. Get out the way. And this 7-foot dude is in the driver's seat, and they going back and forth. Pull over. And in that moment, that is when that statement is so apropos.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is, whenever your mouth write a check that my ass can't cash, baby, respectfully,
why even get in that situation?
Right. These
Yeah.
days.
And to find out if it can cash it or
Mhm.
insufficient funds or not.
that's one of the worst
That's
situations.
one of them. You know what I
When
mean?
you're in a situation where, so here we go. One of the situations where, baby, you really need to STFU respectfully is when you're going to put me in some capacity of jeopardy that you instigated, that you started. Kev, give me another example of a time in which that statement would be apropos for you.
Wow. You know, it now that I'm humble, life change.
Think back.
Well, back in the day, I invited it, but now I it hasn't happened to me because and especially when we're talking about your baby, you have to definitely have one that know how to handle things in that situation. So I haven't come across that, and I'm trying to think back, but I can't. Maybe Canoon and I'll come back.
It's many, bro.
Okay, well, in the meantime, while you think about that, let's go ahead and address Kanoom then. Kanoom, at what point in which you would say that statement is apropos?
Just when I'm coming in the house and you just hit me with a barrage of they're just telling me about your day and the children did this and all of this. That's the time you just need to shut the fuck up and let me decompress. You know what I mean? I think women, and sometimes it's not just that need to shut up. If they're talking, talk to me with the soft tone. I need that languorous voice. You will get more out of me. I mean,
sounds to me like she's talking with her head up. That's the problem.
yeah, with her chest out. You know what I mean?
I can't.
No, he doesn't.
Head up with her chest out. You can't have that. Can't have that. It's not. I mean, at any point,
I'm going to have to definitely agree with you on that.
At any point, you brought up another one. I think at any point, a woman needs to know that silence is golden. And especially when a man is attempting to lead and she wants to divert your leadership, don't question my authority. Don't question it. And that's when she needs to shut the fuck up.
Okay, but
there is no but to that. Because when you say but, you dismiss everything I said before it, and there is no dismissing that. A kind, submissive woman, she knows how to address her man with the right tone. And then she doesn't need to shut the fuck up. But like you used to say back in the day, when you got that Dino, yeah, she need to shut up.
that's one of the things that I that for me in that scenario, that that whole Dino effect, especially when you come home.
Yeah.
Men need to take information, take the day in and filter it, whereas women have to get it out. Mm-hmm. We have to filter it. So when you're talking to a woman, or if you come home, if you don't have a few minutes or a moment to yourself to filter your day, and she's just Dinoing you, you're looking at her like, you know what? At this point, it's like, baby, you should understand who I am and how I am. So please, shut the fuck up. Have you been in a situation where, or have any of you been in a situation where you had a woman that was so verbal, but had high energy, and you just were turned off by it?
Absolutely.
Tell us the scenario.
The scenario is,
or what happened
when they can't even read the signs. I'm not even saying. We got to the point. I'm not even saying, yeah. I'm not giving none of those cues. It's still just running every red light verbally. It's a major turnoff. Read the body language. I don't want to hear it. I don't even want to see you. Can
you recall a time that really happened to you? The scenario?
I'm telling you.
That's what happened. That's the actual. I'm thinking. I'm sorry, bro. I thought you were going to go into detail. No. We went to a restaurant. We went out or something. But okay.
You need to know the place.
It's just more intriguing considering it's a talk show. But it's all good. How about you, Kevin?
No,
wow. Okay.
I mean, it was more. I thought it'd be a little bit more.
Well,
you know,
I was gonna say, anytime two grown ass men are talking, baby. But then I see a lot of in public, not with me, but with other men, and they woman is just loud and just dominating the conversation. I mean, you can be sitting there waiting for a table, or next to it, someone at the table, and she just a mile a minute. And a lot of these, men can't, so it should be, if you want those opportunities, your woman, if you got one of them women, please, we would come out, just reach out to us, and we would come wherever you are and say, baby, shut the fuck up. Respectfully. I'm coming on behalf of your man.
You said they can hire us to
show up.
But that's gonna cause a fight though.
No, that we did our job. We fulfilled the contract.
Yeah, but then she gonna say, well, baby, did you hear them talk to me this way? You gonna let them talk to me this way?
I hired them.
Right. Or we tell them why we there.
That's why I hired them, because you keep talking.
Yeah.
For those of you that are watching, we would love to hear some of your questions or comments with regards to if this experience have had an impact on you. Have you ever been in a situation, or were you the woman that you were just talking too much and you regret it now? And how did he tell you to respectfully STFU? Yeah. How did he tell you? And gentlemen, if you were the guy that had to deal with it,
and that's a paragraph.
Okay, here goes the paragraph. Kevin
Phillips, just call in.
We should have called. Yeah,
yeah, call in because
we are saying what up.
Yeah, that's a long one.
Are you making some voice with the bottom line?
You're gonna be telling Kevin to shut the fuck up.
It's time to quit, especially if
I would tell
know each other, and she's going to recognize to let you do what's needed to be done specifically. If they're speaking to someone else, that's
reading this shit?
Well,
okay.
He took time to
that's protecting their family, and you're protecting her. She should understand that she should be quiet. You shouldn't have to tell her that I understand what you're saying, though, but she should be able to hear your tone. And was that right. Is that the phone call?
The tone.
And he not finished yet. I mean, he not finished yet.
No, it probably mean
shut the fuck up.
Okay,
he should be,
or somebody that is always complaining. Always has something to say.
That's where I was
finding stuff, but I beat you to it.
he said, how much is each STFU?
Hey, well, you get the
Depends on
brother.
travel.
Yeah, you get the brother deal, Mark. So you good. We won't charge you a regular price.
But before we go into that previous one, do you want to express a scenario in which, or an example in time where you have to use it? If not, then we can
Have to use what? What I have to use?
STFU, respectfully.
It was this one scenario where she was uncontrollable, but she did not STFU, shut the fuck up. So that was one of the main reasons why we aren't together anymore, because she could not control herself. She was emotionally a wreck. And I know we talk about emotional intelligence, being able to control your emotions and everything like that. I think it's very important, but it's very hard for women to do.
Yeah.
And that may ruffle a few feathers, but yeah, it's very hard for women to control their emotions. And I think a man needs to attempt to help them, but stay on your square, bro. Don't let them just talk to you any kind of way, even if you have to walk away. You know what I mean? Respectfully, I'm saying it walking away. Yeah, I'm out.
Right.
I'm out. That's not something I'm going to tolerate or deal with.
No.
I'm out is synonymous with.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Oh, you wouldn't?
Well, some people nah, because they like the toxic relationship. They like that back and forth shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
You know what I mean?
If I can't find a resolve, I'm going to walk away, and that's going to equate to
right. Yeah, that's
know.
a whole nother situation.
Greetings. What
We
if
have a comment from
if she works, he's retired, the woman needs to decompress
When she come home,
but he wants to engage. Should he? That's not a man's trait. I mean, that's not what men do.
Men,
you know what I mean? You probably, that's an anomaly.
But when she said that a woman needs to decompress,
because she's in her masculine, she should never be in her masculine. You got to get out your masculine. You know what I mean? I don't. Go ahead.
Sound good to me.
When she says that a woman needs to decompress, usually it's the man that decompresses, and it's the woman that has to express her emotions. So when you say the woman has to decompress, I mean, women do have a tendency to function on their emotions, and one of the characteristics of that is to let or get off of her chest what she wants to express. And she also oftentimes thinks that her man is a mind reader. He should know exactly what he's been through or she's been through. He should know exactly what she's going through. But if he doesn't, she gonna let him know. And oftentimes men have a tendency when we get home, we grab the TV to try to decompress a little bit. Some men pretend as if they're listening. They got the TV and the remote and they just filtering it in, and he's listening to her go off. You know what I mean? So we like this with the remote. Yes, dear. So when you say a woman needs to decompress, I get what you're saying, but how does an emotional being, a person that functions on emotion, decompress when you have to let it out?
She's basically saying the roles are reversed. He's sitting at home and she's working. She playing the masculine role, and I'm just saying if that's something you sign up for, and you don't know how to switch on the femininity when you walk through the door, God bless. You know what I mean? That's the situation you signed up for. But I think that, just in communication, men and women communicating with each other, that women need to learn that men do not, we don't, the all that is not what our communication style.
To piggyback,
most of us, most of men, they gonna be, that, hey, let's talk to me with the right tone. We can get a lot done.
To piggyback off of what she was saying, I don't, for the, what do you guys think? For if she comes home and does she think that the man should STFU? Me personally, I don't think that men do that. I don't think that men have the desire, but because we don't have the propensity to want to argue or discuss or debate as soon as we get home. Or what's your view on that? What's your comment on that?
I can't relate myself. I'm not one who just who's overly expressive when it comes to that, and I can read cues. You know what I mean? If it's something that's irritating, I definitely don't want to be one that's irritating. So I'll be like, oh, okay, I'll leave it alone. So, but we all know some guys that are not that masculine that carry that trait. So if that's the case, I think you should kind of take inventory of your relationship, and if it's something that you can't deal with, then because he's definitely out of his role if he's exhibiting those traits.
Yeah, and I'm always saying, it's like when women yap between you coming up with a scenario like, hey, sweetie, I got this business idea and I want to. This is what I da. Instead of her trying to take over the conversation, like, no, you should do this. She should just, baby, you know the title of the show, respectfully. Just listen to the idea and lend what you can to the scenario. You know what I mean? When asked, lend to the scenario. Like, okay, I want to do this, and this, and then if you have something impertinent information that you need to add to it, just say, okay, what about if you add this to it, sweetie? You know what I mean? It's just the tone too, not. Nigga, you tried to start a business last year. What the fuck you did? You know Oh my God. Well, I would have to respectfully.
That's when you have to take the respectfully off.
Yeah, and just say shut that. Yeah. So I don't know what you all feel about, like, even when a woman is communicating with you, and not all the time is it STFU, but sometimes it's just her tone and her delivery can get way more than that Dino.
That's one of the worst situations. I saw a situation where we were in. Oh, we got Kevin, and we also have another comment, and we really do appreciate your comments. However, they're fairly long every once in a while, but a phone call would definitely be appreciated. The phone number is area code 323-900-0478. We would love to engage with you guys, but sometimes we may not have enough time to read the longer comments. But thank you.
We need a word count for that. You know, I was like, how many characters? Let's stop at
characters last.
Sometimes you hit them with a PBQ before you have to resort to the STFU. Please be quiet. Please be quiet.
Yeah.
But in the event that doesn't work, then you elevate it to STFU.
What about publicly? Let me ask you guys about that. Publicly. No. Have you guys ever?
We got a call.
All right, thank you. We really do appreciate your phone call. What's your name, your question, and your comment?
Oh.
Hey man, I'm loving this, man. Y'all got.
Thank you very much.
Input for every angle, man. Hey.
What's your question and comment, man? We're glad you called in. We're eager to hear it.
Oh, okay. The question is, you gotta have a broad that understands you off the tip before you put her in that position to. If I had to tell you to shut the fuck up, this is an issue right there. I should never have to tell your ass that, because then you out your goddamn line. And we in public, you done took my energy away from handling the situation to bumping your jumpers. Huh? We can get out like
for real,
man. You got to know your position, play your part. And then homie just was talking about a business. If you getting down at me like that and I'm trying to tell you what the next move is on some income, then she need to take a seat with that. It ain't no shut the fuck up. You can't even be entertained in this type of shit no more. You done fucked up. Not shut the fuck up. You done fucked up. Now backseat your ass with all of that.
That was GTFO. Get
the fuck out.
Man, can we get a round of applause for man? Thank you very much. I I really
we
enjoyed
appreciate your call,
insight, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for your call, man.
I didn't have to say it.
Have a
know
good
what I
one.
mean? That's more than just me saying it now. There's other people saying it. You know, everybody agrees pretty much, right?
What about public? That
public is
that
definitely-
public situation where she's just going. I think for me, I think to see another man go through that is very. My heart goes out to him.
I'm
right?
embarrassed for him.
I'm gonna tell you a situation where we're at the barbershop and we hear this one lady Dinoing this guy, and she's in the passenger seat, and he just had enough, and he pulled over in front of the shop across the street. She's Dinoing him, and he just says, "Shut the fuck up, fat." He looked over at us.
Wait, who hit who?
She slapped him.
Oh shit. Oh damn.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I probably would have took her out the car. I probably would have took her out the car.
I just
Yeah,
would have
you're
got
gonna have
out.
to find another way home, because if I take you home, I'm gonna be elbowing you. Hey Keith, I want you to load up this clip, because I think even women know that they talk too much sometimes.
I agree.
Even women know. Because there's women that say, like, what improved my relationship is I learned to
shut the fuck up.
Things I changed as a girlfriend that I learned from my failed relationships in the past. The first one is simple. I learned to shut the fuck up and listen.
Who run their mouth they don't know their place? Is that what you're saying?
Please, they gotta learn to shut up. Sometimes silence is power.
Okay, so how to keep a man? Girl, shut the up. Just shut up. I had to learn that. That was my lesson I learned in 2024. You don't always have to speak your mind. You don't always have to have...
Because you don't listen to him. Sometimes if he says something, all he needs you to do is shut the fuck up.
Here's why I be having so much peace in my life when it comes to a man. Because I know how to keep one. Y'all want to know what I do? Okay. I cook, I clean, I suck, I fuck, I shut the fuck up. It's simple.
If a woman knew that her greatest power was silence, that's her greatest power, because then she can hear.
Women, black women in particular, need to lay off of that strong thing. That's a trap. Because when you say words like strong black woman, it makes us superhuman. And it makes people think, oh, we can conquer anything. You want to be strong, but that...
We have, I mean, they even know. They even, in their communication with us, the women that have found that the way they address their man, the way they treat their man, the way they speak to their man, you can either speak power into him or you can hinder him. And some of the times, if you're not speaking power to him, you just need to learn to STFU.
And Janelle left a comment and said, "You are what you attract," and I somewhat disagree with that, because a lot of this is progressive. In the beginning, you didn't have this issue, and then the more and more she got comfortable, the more and more she got opinionated, and the more and more she got verbal with it, and the more and more she didn't listen to your way of dealing with certain things. Well, no, I would have told him this, and I would have this, and say, okay, I'll handle it. Well, did you handle it? It's like, let me handle it. And then it escalates into shut them. So it's not really what you attract oftentimes. Well, not none of the times in my experience, because if I'm experiencing that, I'm going to get the out.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just communication, bro. We have to really learn to communicate with one another. And I'm gonna say, keep it a buck. Like, a lot of times when men get that from women, where you have to get to that point of shut the fuck up, you sometimes you cut off communication before you even get to that. She could be yeah, and then you put up this wall like, oh, I don't hear a word she says. She keep on talking and talking. But are we,
But how long do you want to stay with a woman like that?
you don't.
Sometimes it's recalibrating for them though. They get turned on by you being in control and snapping them back out of it.
They can.
They
can.
Oftentimes they do it. It's like, and they want somebody to handle them.
They want somebody to lead them and tell them.
Yeah.
That.
So I
that could be a term of endearment.
I encourage that every now and then.
Yeah, you
Tell
have
them
to.
Even if you don't mean it, baby, shut up.
And see the response. And see the response. Hey, you talk too much.
Yeah.
I mean, can you be quiet for a minute?
The cold part about it, most men, when they get to that point, they don't care if they lose you or not. And then it ends up being reversed. Like, oh my God, I'm turned on by it.
Did you see Trevor though? Did you see his eyes when he? Can we put he looks befuddled, bewildered, and everything. Because I said, just try it. Just be quiet. Hey, be quiet.
I could never.
And I don't think Monica will ever.
Oh wow, that's where we went with this.
Yeah,
I'm listening to you.
No. I think he really feels like I would never tell my woman that. I would never tell her that.
Monica.
Well, okay, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna make me come out to me or paint a picture of me with a soft brush. Know that. So what I'm telling you,
okay,
you're not gonna paint a picture of me with a soft brush.
Come on, Trev. Talk to me.
Oh yeah, your finger paint.
Talk to me.
No brush.
How about this? Well, we're not gonna paint me with finger paint either. Pastel colors or nothing. My thing is, I'm a lion, and a lion don't roar at rabbit shit. I don't tell somebody to shut up every chance I get. Baby, shut the fuck up respectfully every chance I get. Nah, if I ever have to say, baby, respectfully, shut the fuck up, she already knows and she understands because I love her enough to, if it ever gets to that point where I have to say that, she might have to reevaluate what's going on because she is not at liberty to tell me.
Wind him up. Go, go.
She's not at liberty to tell me how to protect her. She's not at liberty to tell me, okay, it's time for you to step in now, Trev. No, you don't. You have not. You don't have that. It's the freedom, the finances, and the family. Only then will I entertain the thought of going to jail or hell. And if it's for you, and it might be getting to that point, and I'm ready to go, baby, stop because it's already. I'm already at that point. I'm already at that point.
No, shut the fuck up.
I'm already at that point. But if I love my family, freedom, and finances. Nah, but Monica's mentality is already that, I believe she has a great deal of respect enough for me to where it's more of a look like Trevor is going to handle it. So she's going to warn the person. She see me in a fight with a bear. Don't help me, help the bear. But I believe that my wife loved me so much, she will pour honey on herself and tell me to run. But I got everybody else to protect.
Oh, damn.
So Monica is if
he didn't went to somewhere else. He poured honey on me.
Pour honey on himself.
He went somewhere on some freaky dicky stuff, but pour honey on him and tell me to ride.
So what if it's a freaky bear?
It's a freaky bear.
But it's just genuinely out of love.
No,
if I ever cross that line of respect or disrespect with her,
and I'm sure when you're with your woman long enough, and you all could speak to that. Sometimes you don't even have to use those words. It's just a look.
That's it.
It could be a look like.
And she's gonna connect that look to when you told her to shut the fuck up.
And it's not
a year ago,
right?
Yeah.
And then like you said, it's just out of respect. If I look at you a certain way, it's out of respect. It ain't like like I'm a bully or any of that.
Watch this.
What's in it?
Watch this, kid.
Yeah.
Hey, baby. Hey, let's go. What? Why? I ain't ready. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Why? I ain't ready to go. I gotta get my. And it's danger. Shut the fuck up and let's go. Because I'm only telling you that.
Yeah. Right. That's
to protect you because I see something that words it may not be the place for me to give you a bunch of words or
a dissertation on what the hell is going on. Just move when I say move. This could save your life. You see it in the movies all the time. Hey baby, no, I'm finna go over here and do this. Don't come over there. And then she come over there and she end up getting killed. You deserve that shit.
Yeah.
You should have listened to me.
Yeah.
And you know, come on.
I'm fortunate enough to be in a relationship to where she would kind of orchestrate the degree of damage that I would do. So she would say, "You sure you want to call him first? Do not call him. Do what you're gonna do, Trevor, but don't call him." And then I have to reconsider how I'm going to move, in whatever type of a situation. So to have a helpmeet like that is very fortunate.
Yeah.
If you can find a helpmeet like that, because some of your homeboys won't tell you the truth. They're just gonna jump on your side or jump on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
Where one of your boys is gonna be like, hey, you hot right now. Let me be the side of logic for you and think through how you gonna do this. And then if we roll, then we go from there. So if you guys, and I pray that all of you do have that, but if a woman that's in your corner is going to help you meet whatever your purpose is, whether it be sweet or sour, if your girl is a rider, she's gonna be like, you know what, we're gonna do the sour shit, but we're gonna add some sugar to it.
I just need her over there putting the
what is that?
Yeah, we
loading it.
Oh.
Put them hollow points in there, baby.
Man, she putting it in there. She was like, I'm gonna go do this work, but she over there with the gloves on.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Making sure it go down. Right.
And then too, Trev, at our age, man, we should be better pickers than what we were 25, 30 years ago. Because like I said, you will hear like I got to get him in the first 2.5 minutes. May not be three minutes, but we need to be better pickers to have a woman that don't even put you in harm's way, especially if she know you and know what type of dude you are and know what type of dude you're capable.
What you can do some destruction.
Right. So she don't want
exactly
that to end that way.
And it doesn't even necessarily have to be in a physical arena. It could be with regards to your paperwork, with regards to your bills, with regards to a parking ticket or whatever else. Okay, we have another comment from brother Kevin, the prophet, Kevin Phillips. Well, you have to understand, Trevor has been hurt many times. You can hear it in his voice, but he's slowly healing. Don't traumatize him anymore. Bring up those thoughts of how his past women humiliated him. He's gonna be okay. Show Trev some love with someone giving Trevor a hug. Please hug Trevor.
Wow.
Kevin,
I'm sure he's getting a lot of hugs. He's married
Kevin,
now.
Yeah,
shit.
Kevin,
he has a wife to get
we've all been hurt.
Daughters.
And thank you.
We all been hurt.
Thank you for your comment.
But have we been hurt by women's words? Have you ever been just
that was gonna be on my real spit portion, but
hurt by a woman's words?
Yes.
Where it made you feel like I need to slap her to get back.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And it's not always. It ain't always harsh words. It could be some stuff that just really. I know a couple statements that I'll never forget.
Yeah.
One was y'all remember Cheryl, right? I was with Cheryl, and then she wanted a break. I'm sure y'all heard them words before. We just need a break.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we need a break, and I'm blindsided by this whole break thing. So I'm frustrated for 2 weeks. So I called her like, hey, so what's up? What? She said, Irvin, I never forget. It's only been 2 weeks. It's only been 2 weeks. Man, I'm in agony. You talking about? It's only been 2 weeks.
That's more than 78 hours. That's over 140.
Why are you doing me like this?
It's been 146 hours. What do you mean?
Hey, man, but every man needs those moments, man, to turn that thing around to be like, you know what?
I was in one of them situations.
You know what? Yeah.
But you learn from it. You learn from it.
You know what got me out?
You stop being such that nice guy.
Yeah.
You know what got me out?
What?
Them trips to Magic Mountain.
What's the Magic Mountain?
Because you going to Magic
on a
Mountain.
church bus.
No. We was in our own vehicles.
Oh,
That's it. That's how you heal.
Does anybody
Oh, you said
else
trip to Magic Mountain?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about
Man.
Does anybody else remember another humiliating comment or something that a woman said that we really want to be like, you know what?
Yeah, Belinda said that shit the other day.
Okay, what was it? What? Okay,
And then,
you want to share it?
You know,
yeah,
I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna share it because, and I didn't even have a comeback. So we were sitting, you know, outside the hospital, and I was sitting like this, and I'm like, and I guess she just looked. She said, "You look like a bullfrog."
She was bagging on it.
STFU.
Like you better take off.
Like you better leave. Ricky.
And I couldn't. I just looked.
Hey, Belinda, that's wrong.
That's so wrong, Belinda. Especially after you had to kiss so many frogs to get to this prince. Tadpole. And now you call him a bullfrog. Right?
But the thing is, I could not say nothing. I just
You got to laugh.
No, I didn't.
You didn't laugh.
Inside you laugh. Oh, that's a good one.
Kanum, do you remember anything that somebody said that was hurtful to you?
Yeah, it wasn't hurtful. It was more of a surprise. Like, what she said was, "Are you in your feelings?" And that's low key, like calling me a bitch. You know what I mean? You might as well just call me. Oh, you acting like a bitch right now.
Pretty synonymous.
You know what I mean?
Synonymous.
Are you in your feelings? And I was like, what the fuck that supposed to mean? Because I'm expressing myself.
With a single tear in your eye.
In the voice. I never cried. Well, I should say I have cried over 2 women.
What?
Yeah.
No
yeah.
keys.
Man, I cried over 2 women before. You know what I mean? And the one I shouldn't have cried over, she was a total Jezebel. But anyway, she had a voice on her. You know, I would often have to tell her, yeah. Shut the fuck up. Yeah. Yeah. No, not, you know, I would pick her up by her shoulders. I'll just set her on the counter.
We thought it was the neck.
I know. I couldn't do, you know, I'm holding the mic with one hand, so I can't do, you know, both. That's what I was doing.
He was,
it wasn't the neck. I wasn't choking her or anything like that. I'm totally against that. Really? Unless she wants it. Unless she wants it.
I think one of the things that a lot of men have heard before is if you were a real man. Women use that on so many men.
What did they say to you? What did they say to you?
They talk about his height. Yeah, he probably short shaming. It's short shaming.
That was a comment that was said to me before.
Okay, you didn't say you showed him, put it on you. He said, "Yeah."
I mean, of course, I wasn't going to address it to me first, but I know that many men have gone through that. So, if you were a real man, that's something that a lot of men have gone through. And when a woman calls you a mama's boy, I've been called a mama's boy before, and I said thank you, but I'm a mama's man. You think you all that, and I guess that was kind of meant to be a jab. You think you all that, and I was like, no, actually, see me in 3. I don't think I'm all that. That's how you feel. So
maybe that's a movement we should start. I don't think we should start a movement.
Okay, go ahead. What's
for the men that's under 6 feet?
Hey,
and you know, and those that are even further under 6 feet. Just like women, they call it body shaming. You know, you can't body shame me. So we're going to start a movement. We're going to say no short shaming for the men that are under 6 feet. No short shaming.
Now, beforehand, we had a couple of comments. I don't know if we messed them up if they were too long, but in the meantime,
they should just call in.
Yeah, I see one. I see one previous comment.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. You want to share it?
Mark said, "Freaky bear."
Freaky bear.
Freaky bear.
Right there. There it is on the screen. Freaky bear.
Freaky bear.
Man, I would like our listeners to really tell a friend, because I think some of the topics are not. They may be talked about, but not from our perspective. From four distinguished gentlemen.
Yeah.
And I think that's what needs to be more exposed in our communities.
Yeah.
You know, we hear the words of women a lot, and we hear the words of those that probably haven't experienced as much as we have in our lifespan. You know what I mean? Because not too many times do you get 55, 56, and you lived like a robust life like we have, and like. And for us to share those experiences, I think people can learn so much from it.
I agree. I want to ask you guys another question. Irvin, I want to start with you. In what situation were you in, or can you give me a situation? You guys give me a situation in which you really had to get STFU off your chest. Like, what was like you got to that? It pushed you. Or what's the scenario that pushes you so far where you're at your limit and you say it?
Well, one is when you're tired of taking the high road over and over. You're tired of overlooking it, and it's like, look, you're taking jab after jab. Like, I could really say something to crush you.
We got a caller,
but I'm not trying to.
Yeah.
And then it just comes to a head, and you're like, you have to.
You push me.
You push me there.
Caller.
Hey, caller, thank you. What's your name, your question, or comment?
Hey, this is Mark Pope. How y'all doing?
What up,
Hey.
bro?
What up, brother?
What up, Pope?
Hey, man. I can't kick it.
Can you speak
A little louder?
Yeah. Can you hear me okay?
It's still low, but go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know what it
No,
is.
no, you good.
Yeah, you good.
It's better now. It's better
You coming, yeah.
Okay, Kev, dude, you hit the nail on the head when you said we have to pick better.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's emotionally intelligent for us to realize that we as men, our boundary is respect.
Mm-hmm.
And if a woman crosses that line, we cannot tolerate that because it takes us to a place where we can't go with them.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we have to make sure that we know ourselves, right?
Right.
So I like the subject. I like what you guys are putting down. God bless and peace out.
Appreciate you, brother. God bless you too.
Thank you for sharing, brother.
Yeah.
Irvin, were you finished, or you want
to? Yeah.
Anybody else want to make mention at what point? Because I think he just summed it up when he said when they've passed that threshold of respect.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anybody else
definitely.
want?
Just when, like you said, kind of always been a bigger person, and then you end up you don't want to end up losing in that when you're always the bigger person, or you that chick can get in your body and just move around in there, man, to where it's I've been there, and I one day I was just like, you know what, I'm done, because I can't even take no more, because now you seeing things get ugly.
Yeah.
So let me take this and let me just walk away.
Yeah,
because if I don't, it's gonna be bad.
At that point, shit, dude, we need to break up because you're bringing the worst out of it.
Yeah.
Kanum, do you want to share?
Well, I would like to say this. Just there's so many men that are languishing in the holes of America called prison over a woman.
Yeah, oh yeah, and the grave.
And I think we as men have to learn to stay solid and stand on our square and not let their voices move us to the point of violence, or to the point where I have friends that are they have succumbed to a woman's voice and did something physical to them. I'm not saying that it was warranted, but a man can be pushed to the point where you touching something sensitive, and the way we deal with things is very different from how women deal with things. We deal with things and we want to get active. We want to get violent and squash whatever is causing us a problem. So I'm saying us as men, we have to become really emotionally intelligent enough to not allow that to move us to the point of violence, because too many times we succumb to it, and you got a lot of men that are in jail because of a woman that couldn't shut the really. Come on.
That sounds like you were doing a real spit right there, boy.
No.
That was.
I leave that to you, brother. I leave that to you.
It seems as though we have an extension if you want to take this call
tonight.
Okay, caller, what's your name? Caller, thank you for calling. What's your name? Question or comment?
Yeah, I just want to say my name is Kevin. They call me Spud. I just want to say, man, I really enjoy y'all's show. Man, I like how you're able to diversify and talk serious for 1 minute and then make joke on it on the other hand, just to have good understanding and collaboration. You guys are moving forward, man, and we understand that hey, there's nothing but positivity in the direction that you're taking it. Peace.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and close with the real spit portion of the show. I'll say this, and I'm going to try to abbreviate this as fast as I can, but I know I can't because I'm long-winded. Anyway, understand this, though. The Garden of Eden was a calm, peaceful, tranquil, harmonious, loving place. Could we all kind of agree to say that that's what we can kind of envision it? Yes. So now Eve bit the apple. She kept biting the apple. God did not move. She biting the apple, eating the apple. God didn't do anything. It's only when Adam bit the apple, that's when everything went to hell. That's when they got thrown out of their calm, peaceful, tranquil, harmonious place. So fellas, understand this. If you're dealing with someone that has the capacity to trigger off your anger or ignite you to do something foul, you guys are going to get thrown out of your calm, peaceful, tranquil, harmonious place when you eat the apple, not when she does. And to women, just real quick, listen, there's power in the tongue. Regardless of what head you talk to, it's going to have a better outcome or it's going to come out. Till next week, we see you here.
Like that. Well, that was kind of snazzy there, boy. That boy got a snazzy with it right there.